Hello, so I know this is going to be like the worst lighting in YouTube history, but we're going to freaking roll with it because, you know what? It's Tuesday, and I want to do that, so we're going to do it. So there's not a lot of daylight left, so that's kind of why I'm trying to hurry up and get this finished. But I wanted to talk for a few seconds because it is the day before my first day of college, and it's a big deal, you know? Made a video, still haven't even edited it or uploaded it yet, but it's happening today. So I'm going to get that figured out today and gonna get it handled. I'm gonna go on a nice little bike ride, and then I may do a little small outro later on tonight depending on how interesting my night goes. I wanted to talk for a second about knowing when I can't really talk very long because my hand's gonna get tired, but we're gonna roll with it. So I wanted to talk a few seconds about knowing when to let people out of your life and knowing that that's okay, because that's kind of been a theme the past 2.5 years of my life, has just been kind of weeding out the shittiest people that I have ever come in contact with and somehow letting them be the biggest part of my life. I'm not sure how that happened, but it's a really gratifying moment when you reach the other side that you didn't think that you were going to be able to get to, because you just didn't think that in the end there was anyone to trust, or anyone worth being trusted. And that's a lie. That's something that people just like to it's an excuse for not trying, really. And you know, I love excuses. I love procrastinating. I love putting things off to the very last minute, and probably till when there's, you know, it's no return. Like, the person that I probably really like has never thought about me for 2.5 years, and I'm still thinking about the one thing I said to them 6 years ago that may or may not, you know, ended the relationship. And it was a very small thing. So the fact that I can remember stuff like that, it's very bad for me in my brain, because I never stop thinking about the smallest things, and whether that be me because I'm a woman or because, you know, like whatever, just my personality type. Like, I hold on to things and I won't let them go for sentimental value or for whatever reason, like it may be. But I have learned to let go of things I cannot control. Somewhat, like a little bit, not a lot. Like, I'm not perfect, but I have come to grips a little bit with dealing with shitty people and how important it is to stay up as far away from those people as you possibly can, because once you realize that, you know, you can point out the red flags and you can decide that, okay, I'm not gonna let this person say this to me or do this to me or make me feel this way. That's when, you know, you ultimately take control of not only your life but the situation, and you know, that's how you grow. It's how you become a better person. So I know that's kind of like a weird little speech to give about, you know, starting school. I don't know where that came from, but it's just been something that's been on my mind. And I, you know, for whatever it's worth, anyone that's out there that is dealing with some people that you just, you know, kind of deep down in your heart that, you know, they either play a really small role or a big role that you have to learn from. Either way, just know that you have the power to cut that out, and you have the power to decide your future. You know, it's important to know your worth and to go forth with that and to see where that can take you, you know? So that was a little bit of something I want to talk about. And then other than that, you know, new beginnings. For a very, very, very long time, I felt like I couldn't, like I wasn't gonna make it to the other side, you know what I mean? And anybody that's dealt with depression or dealt with anxiety, they can pretty much relate with feeling like you're stuck, like everything is riddled with toxic behavior or bad choices or whatever it may be, and it just, you know, it has a domino effect. I'm here to tell you that that hope of seeing that tiny little bead of light is important to go after, because you don't want to stay in the dark. You don't want to be alone. No matter what you may think is good for you, you need to test your boundaries and go further, because, you know, if you're not, you're standing still and you're not growing. So really, this is kind of just a message for people that are either, you know, dealing with whatever you're dealing with. I want you to know that you have the power to change it, and only you can do this for yourself. No one else can push you, you know. I mean, yeah, they can push you through it, but no one else can actually make the steps to make a change. So, you know, that goes a lot of different ways. That can go politically, that can go personally, that can go spiritually, whatever it may be that you want to further and take an interest in. Do that. Go after it. Don't seclude yourself to, you know, a small mindset, because in the end that's a lonely, sad place, and I'm finally at peace with knowing that I don't have to be there anymore, and that those people don't owe me apologies anymore, because I have forgiven myself and I have forgiven them. And, you know, time will tell with many things, and I feel like relationships are based on how much the other person cares. You know, it all has to be balanced, and I'm reading this really good book. It's called Boundaries, and it hits on that a lot. It's about, you know, knowing, first off, like I said earlier, when to let go, when to decide that those people no longer need to be in your life for whatever reason. You know, it's something that kind of glorifies the idea of knowing that you don't have to take care of everybody. And as a fixer, as someone that, you know, loves to, you know, make things shiny and new again, it's hard to let that idea go and kind of be, you know, retaught how to live. Anyway, my point is school starts tomorrow. It's going to be a great semester. I can't wait to meet tons of people, and I joined the newspaper because I'm going to be a photographer for them. New things are happening, and I've never actually been this involved in any type of school stuff, so hopefully good things will happen. I have faith that it will, and I don't know, I hope to see your faces around, and if you see me, come up to me and say hello, and I really enjoyed your last video, or don't, and just keep walking and deciding that it's not worth it, because it's probably not. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go do me, and I'm gonna go ride. You go do you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.